Good morning! A new month, a new abstract challenge on abstract-challenge.tumblr.com, and this month's April 2019 abstract challenge is about circles. Circles are everywhere, so why not try to take abstract photos of circles? Or why not try to take abstract photos that resemble circles? All possible, right? What I did for this challenge is to simply wander around my apartment and collect everything that even remotely reminded me of circles and, well, try to take abstract photos of these objects or with the help of these objects. And some of the results and how I did them or how I achieved them, that is what you will see in this video. My name's Pete, I like pictures. Let's start. Which kinds of circles did I find lying around in my apartment? Well, they were my beloved bubble wrap foils that I used for my foil photography. Of course, bottles of all sorts. The bottlenecks are, well, circle-ish, right? Soda cans, CDs and DVDs, bottle caps. Then I remembered that coins are circle-ish as well, right? But I never have money with me, so where to look for coins? Right, in the sofa. And guess what? I found some of them there. I found a can of paint, toilet paper rolls, a crystal ball. I stole that actually from a fortune teller, and to be able to do so, I first hid her tarot cards so that she didn't see it coming. I'm clever. And last but not least, a pack of straws. I didn't buy them, I still have them, or still had them from my time when I was an irresponsible person. Don't buy plastic straws, and I really mean that. They're really terrible for the environment. So I just had them lying around, and since I still have them, I thought, why not put them in really good use for taking photos, right? And now let's start. Let's go into Lightroom and see what I came up with. I imported all the photos into Lightroom, and before we will take a look at them, I forgot to mention one thing. For this challenge, I only used my 24mm prime lens for two reasons. Reason number one, I was simply too lazy to change lenses. And the second reason is that this lens simply allowed me to do everything that I wanted to do, right? I was able to go very close because it is also a macro lens, pretty cool. And the next thing is that it's a very fast lens, meaning it has a very big aperture opening, so I can get a very or comparatively shallow depth of field. With that having said, let's jump into Lightroom. So these are some of the photos that I chose. The first one, very simple. I was really stunned by that because it's so simple. It was simply simply taking a picture through the straws, right? In the background, the window of the room. Very, very simple. And so you see 24mm at f2.8 ISO 100 1/60th of a second. Nothing special. The next one, well, same thing here, just changed the composition a bit. Also, I mean, very, very simple, just a CD, sunlight. I'm a bit, what's that? Is this a problem of, it's very pixelated? No, okay, so it was a preview problem. So the CD, light from the window, very simple picture, nothing fancy. 80th of a second, f2.8, ISO 100 with a 24mm. Same here, 1/40th of a second, ISO 160. So you see, there's also another thing. I only shot in aperture priority mode. So I was able to change the aperture to my likings to get a more shallow depth of field or deeper depth of field. And I changed the exposure, so the final brightness of the photo, with the help of the exposure compensation. So very, very simple. I love these challenges for the simple reason that I can play around with my camera, really, really explore the possibilities that I have. So again, a CD, right? This is with a toilet paper roll, just simply shot through the toilet paper roll. And I have a couple of them. Kind of gives me that James Bond feeling, right? Especially that one. So really, it's not a perfect circle in the background because, well, so that comes close. So I love this one. Very simple approach as well. There was no double exposure. It was just simply holding a CD in front of the camera, right? And you see the window in the background. So no double exposure. Very simple effect. Nothing done, right? It's not even netted. So it's simply the semi-transparent part of the CD. Also CD not really, well, could count as an abstract selfie, right? I have this little spinning light and I shot through a CD holding the CD. Also not a double exposure, it's just a single exposure. Very simple effect, just holding the CD in front of the camera. And now we're at the bottles. I wouldn't have thought that the bottles allowed me so much exploration, but it's crazy. You see these 4 clear glass, white glass bottles just shot from above, and the distortions of the 24mm lens make it seem as if the bottlenecks kind of bend outwards, right? Black background, 2 lights, one from the left, one from the right. Very, very simple. And I just put a white paper under that, so you see almost the same, but a very, very different effect of that. Very shallow depth of field. You see also here f2.8, ISO 250, 1/40th of a second. Very simple. And this ring is just the bottleneck, right? The upper part of the bottle. Very overexposed picture, high key picture, and you see, or we see, the structures on the bottleneck here. 1/30th of a second, f2.8, ISO 200. So I didn't even change the lighting for that. So exact same lighting as here. And the only thing I did was to increase the contrast in Lightroom a bit. So same here, overexposed, 3 bottlenecks, 4 bottlenecks. This is not a circle, but I love the effect. Light from behind, shooting against a light, right? Very cool effect. I like that. Very abstract. I played around a bit with that. And why is that yellow? So this is not done in post-production or not done in Lightroom. This is simply holding or putting a yellow paper in front of the light. And since on the rim of the bottleneck, the light focuses, quote unquote, concentrates, it is yellow. So we could, of course, play around with that shot in Lightroom. And now we're coming to the crystal ball, the glass ball. I played around with that, so different. This is, by the way, the same ball. So it's just playing with the exposure compensation, bringing the exposure compensation down. I think 2 f-stops in that case, and makes the clear crystal ball almost black. Just simply because of tricks in the camera, opening, closing the aperture, or in that case, bringing the exposure compensation down or up. So Same here. Absolutely clear crystal ball. I like this Pac-Man photo. Same crystal ball, different lighting. Just playing around. You see not much changed. Also still at f2.8. I don't even think that I changed the aperture for this, for the photos that I chose here. It's all f2.8, 24mm lens. So same here, playing with different perspectives. This is a trick photo, and I really love that. The first thing, I don't know if you feel the same as I do. The thing is, what I think that I see is that I see a bottle from above, right? So see the body of the bottle and the rim or the neck, but it isn't. It is a bottle with the the glass ball on top. So what you see, what you think is, or what we think is the body of the bottle is actually the glass ball, and well, the bottle neck or the rim here, that is indeed the rim, but it is under the glass ball. And now if you know it, you probably see it, right? And that is just playing with perspective. So same shot, let's just moving the camera a bit. So very simple, very simple. 2 lights. You don't need fancy lights for that, just regular lights that you can move, right? Playing around with this. It's the same thing, just with a green bottle, playing with the depth of field, so going closer, playing with a focus. Very simple. You see the rim of a green bottle, the bottleneck rim of the green bottle, the green and a white bottle, 2 white bottles and the green bottle, and very overexposed. Bottle caps. Well, it's not really that abstract, but I kind of like that, seeing the texture of the paper. This is a water glass with the Olympic rings on it. So also playing with light, playing with it's the same glass, so shooting into the glass. Bubble wrap, just holding bubble wrap against a light source, then putting a coin on that. So the round black dot is a coin. Different perspective. Another, just one more different perspective, and that is without the coin, so just the bubble wrap. And well, now we have the straws again, right? Shooting through the straws into the light source, and here you see it a bit more clearly, I guess. And this is another version of that, and this is my favorite, I guess, from that shot. It's really weird. Kind of almost has, to me, has sort of a science fiction feel to it. Let me switch back to the full screen mode. So yeah, this is what I came up with. Don't think that this is how to do it, right? This is just how I did it. This is what I came up with in a couple of hours. Very simple setup, 2 lights, sometimes only the light from the window. A camera, 1 lens. In that case, I used my 24mm lens, so comparatively wide angle even. The only thing I changed, because I was in aperture priority mode, was the exposure compensation. So making the photos darker or brighter, and playing around with that, and then in Lightroom just changing the contrast a bit. So hope this gave you a bit of food for thought, maybe a bit of inspiration, what you can do with very simple accessories. Nothing fancy for this challenge on my side, and still I think that there are a couple of really cool shots, really cool abstract shots, and well, have fun with this month's abstract challenge circles. You can find circles everywhere. You don't have to go searching in your own apartment. Go outside, street signs, whatever, wheels of cars, whatever's out there. Have fun, and if you have a Tumblr blog, don't hesitate to message us, abstract-challenge.tumblr.com, if you want your photos to be reblogged by us. Simply mention us with @abstract-challenge in the caption field, or with abstract-challenge as one of the first 5 tags. So this one's for today. Bye bye. Till next time.